say my name, I'll be like, that would be fun.
How sparkles come out.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh yeah, we have someone with us.
Oh my god, it's crazy. Hi, when'd you get here? Hey, it's Kenza.
And it's Chloe.
And we're the Holy Queso Girls. Welcome to episode 5. 5. We've come so far, guys. Good job, good job. Anyway, we're going to be talking about miracles and the law of nature. Ooh.
And in case you haven't noticed, we have a special guest with us today. This is Kenzie.
Hi, I'm Kenzie. I'm a youth leader here at the church, but I also am about to graduate in nursing school.
Ooh.
So I also majored in biology for a little while, so I think that's why I'm here. So,
a little bit. She's here to talk about science with us.
Yeah, she's gonna give us all the inside info that we normal folk don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're gonna ask her some questions and she's gonna answer them for us about this.
So our focus today is, do miracles break science or reveal something beyond it? Ooh. So I think the first question we kind of have to ask and figure out is, what do we see as a miracle?
Right, because it could be a million different things for different people. So when I first kind of dove into this question, I figured it would be best to just define what a miracle is. And it's typically described as an event that cannot be explained by natural or scientific laws. And it's usually associated with supernatural. Mm-hmm. And nobody ever puts besides the silly saying oh, that's a miracle of God. Yeah. And it's something so simple. It's beyond a normal explanation of something. It doesn't follow the rules of nature, like the sudden healing that doctors can't explain. That's... Yeah.
Well, there you go. There's our miracle.
All right. Do miracles break the laws of nature, or do they reveal something deeper about how creation is designed?
Ooh. That's a good question.
So... As someone who majored in biology, this is the number one question that biologists get asked and that Christians get asked. It is probably the biggest debate, but I actually do not believe that miracles break the laws of nature. I think that miracles reveal a deeper layer of the laws of nature. I like that. So I believe that they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
So I think miracles might be moments where God works through creation rather than against creation. Ooh. I really like that. I just like it. I think it fits with the idea of God's creation, and it fits the fact that it is orderly and that it's not random and it's not chaotic. Everything is on purpose. Yeah. However, I do see some of both sides. Modern Christians think and believe that miracles reveal God's deeper order, not chaos. But scientists and as a biologist, have never denied that people experience miracles. They simply cannot test or measure supernatural causes. So there's really no way. That's why it's such a big debate, because scientists will throw in your face, well, how do you prove God's real? How do you prove that God's the one that's doing it? And then Christians are how do you prove that the science is behind it? And then they're
barely anything can be proven. It's all theories.
Yeah, that is what science is. It is just one big theory. Yeah. So it's the biggest topic, and I could go on and on and on and on about it. But just the simple terms is everybody's got an opinion, but I truly believe that it works with creation rather than against creation.
I do like seeing it as it's a different layer, because we also have to realize we are human. We don't understand everything that happens. As much as scientists want to, we do not understand everything. And it's almost like miracles. It's God really going in a deeper level. And he's because he knows more than we do about his own creation. He's just showing more and more that he's the author and he knows what to do, and it's just so cool. I mean,
and if we could understand everything that God did, then he wouldn't be above us. So it makes sense that we don't understand. Yeah. And honestly, it's the best way.
That's also a really good thing to say, because that is how a lot of people see science, is that they think it's them trying to act like they're God, them trying to understand as much as God. And we have to remember, we can know science, but we are not God. We have to put our egos aside and realize we can't know everything. Even if God wanted us to, our minds cannot understand it because it's so deep and crazy.
Right. Yeah. It's a controversial topic almost in the scientific realm. Because when I was in school, I got into it pretty heavily with a professor about whether or not we should go by religion or science. And he was like, "You're literally a science major." And I was like, okay, well, they kind of
coincide.
They go together.
They go together. Like, science does have a purpose, and I'm not undermining science at all. I'm a science major, but you have to understand that they go together. They don't contradict each other.
Yeah.
Right. Which is the whole point of our series.
Yeah. That's why you're here.
Yes. Our next question.
How does the incredible complexity and order in the human body point to something or someone beyond chance?
That's such a good question.
I have a good long answer for this one.
It's good.
I mean, this really is part of your major, so.
So, the complexity and order in the human body are, again, some of the strongest arguments that we are not here by accident.
Right.
We did not come from monkeys. If we came from monkeys,
Amen.
we would be barbaric and we would not be. It's just not possible. And that's another topic that I could go on for days about. Even as a science major, they drill it into us that we came from monkeys. We did not come from monkeys. Anyway.
If you listened to last episode, you would know that.
I have some points that point more toward someone, God, being behind creation. And the first one is the fact that the human body isn't just complicated, it's very intelligently arranged. DNA, which is your deoxyribonucleic acid.
Big word.
Fancy words over here.
Throw my big fancy word out there. It is a language of its own. It is a coded language. There are several different letters that go into it. It's where all your genetics come from. I mean, anything from the way that you look, obviously your phenotypes, to it's your phenotypes and your genotypes. Like everything is in your DNA. And there's 3 billion letters that get coded together to make their own language. 3 billion.
That is so many.
Like, there's just no way to really describe.
And we're saying that came from non-life? Please.
Yeah. Come on, guys.
So you have your DNA and then you have your cells. Cells are just the best way to describe them as a little mini factory. Like, that is my best way to describe a cell. It's got machines, power sources. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
We should all know that.
Everybody knows that.
Yes.
And they all communicate together. And the brain has billions of neurons that form trillions of purposeful connections.
That is so many. That's with one person. Imagine how many like brain reactions are happening like in this room right now.
Yeah.
In the world.
That's it. Like, just the 3 of us sitting here, there are hundreds of billions of neurons making hundreds of trillion connections.
And the fact that we have to do nothing to
right.
help it move along, it just like automatically happens. That's so cool, dude.
It is so cool.
That's why I love the brain.
Yeah.
Sadly, mine doesn't work all the time. I do have a rare genetic condition, so my nervous system does not connect to the rest of my system. So mine is needs a little help, but it is truly amazing to me just how many connections our brain makes in 0.0001 of a second that you don't even think about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's crazy. So random processes don't produce ordered information-rich systems like language, machinery, and logic. In everyday life, high complexity with a clear purpose always points to a mind, not a chance.
True.
Many parts of the body only work if other parts are already working. Like, your blood needs the heart needs the nervous system needs energy from the digestive system, and the digestive system needs oxygen from the lungs. You can go on and on about every system in your body. Interlocking systems, they don't make sense as separate accidental events. That's why some people say that the body looks engineered and not accidental.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, there's just no way that all these systems could function together without, like,
An author.
And the fact that
creator.
every species has a different type of thing that matches their environment, like if they're a predator, not a predator, like all of the things. Like it's not just humans, it's also just like literally any other living thing on this planet.
Yeah.
It's all different. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So I also put that life requires extremely precise conditions. So your body temperature must stay between around 97 and 99 degrees Fahrenheit. Your bloodstream has to maintain certain pH levels. Enzymes function only in narrow chemical ranges, which I just learned, and I thought that was pretty cool. And the immune system recognizes self versus non-self with incredible accuracy.
Yeah.
So that way, basically what that means is that your body isn't constantly fighting itself. It knows the good from the bad.
It knows when there's an intruder.
It knows when there's an intruder,
Like a
which
little
is also
army.
super cool to me.
So cool.
Like I've just in my head, like I said,
And
my brain doesn't work, but in my head,
remember like past illnesses.
yeah,
stuff
right.
Like
Antibodies
like-
are crazy, but these aren't loose guidelines; they're tight tolerances. So chance doesn't usually produce precision; intention does.
True. Oh my goodness.
We're gonna do this way too much in this
I know.
episode.
Every part of the body also has intention behind it. So your eyes are designed for vision, lungs are designed for oxygen exchange, kidneys are designed to filter. The brain is designed to think and make reason and experience emotions. And we don't see purpose come out we don't see it come out of randomness. We see purpose come from a designer.
True.
And many people, scientists included, say the human body is like a sign that reads, this wasn't an accident. They see it not just as evidence of something beyond nature, but of someone, a creator, whose intelligence, creativity, and intention are reflected in every part of our design.
I love that. And like there's so many things in the body. It's just insane. We could go on a million years
Trust
of that.
I know.
Go on and on and on.
I've studied every system for years now.
I'm starting to learn about it, so. Okay, next question. Have you ever experienced or witnessed something with the body, like an unexplained healing that makes you think, this is miraculous?
So I actually forgot about this story, and then Chloe brought it up to me right before we started filming. But
She almost died, guys.
I
didn't know about it.
For it was several years ago. So I've always battled with anxiety, and we're working on it, but it is a battle. And I would have panic attacks, like hyperventilating for multiple hours. And it got to the point where one time where I was put in an ambulance and put on oxygen, and they basically told me, if you don't pass out right now, your heart's going to stop. Your heart's going to fail. And within a few minutes, I did end up passing out, but they told me that my heart rate went from about 215 beats per minute to about 20 beats per minute.
Oof.
Like that.
That is insane.
Your body is not supposed to do that.
No.
That
Not
is
at
not.
all.
Okay, first of all, a heart rate of 215.
is insane.
It is. And I do have a heart condition, which doesn't help anything.
Yeah.
But that number can kill people.
Yeah.
And for it to drop that quickly, as well as my blood pressure was extremely high and just bottomed out immediately. Like, your body is not designed for that.
No.
But
Go into
thankfully,
shock or something.
My
yeah,
gosh, that's
thankfully,
insane.
I woke up a few minutes later, and the paramedics were actually some good friends of mine. Like, we all grew up together.
Yeah.
And he looked at me and he was like, dude, you scared me. Like, and I was like, oh, what happened? I didn't remember anything.
Oof.
And he was like, so basically, this is what just happened. And I was like, dude, I almost died. And he was like, dude, I know. Like,
That's insane.
luckily, I was friends with the paramedic. I think if I wasn't, I would probably freak out. But
Yeah.
it does help that.
He was just like, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, you almost
And I
died.
woke up and this paramedic was like, oh. I
Yeah.
would have freaked out. But this guy was just like, dude, like,
That
whoa.
was gnarly.
That was crazy. And that happened on more than one occasion. I mean, it still happens
Girl.
occasionally, but you could go on. And I did write some things down just that you hear about, like, you know, people with cancer, they go and all of a sudden their scans are clean.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, there's people who are in just deep comas and they're declared brain dead. And then all of a sudden they're just sitting there awake and they're looking at you.
Yeah.
And they're just fine. And
you can look at Forrest Frank.
Yeah.
Recently, his back was
That was
miraculously
insane.
Oh,
healed.
yeah.
that was insane.
Yeah, like he was only down for what, like 2 or 3 weeks,
I don't
something
think
like
it's
that.
even that.
Yeah, I think it was like
7
maybe
days
2 or something.
That's
but
crazy.
just for him to start praying and all of a sudden you just feel immense relief.
Like that was a miracle, and he shared it for millions to see.
Yeah.
Like we all witnessed it.
I mean, that's the story I wrote down that I thought was so silly. Was I was a dancer, and for our last recital when I was a senior in high school. That was so long ago. Oh my gosh, I just thought about that. But our studio, we had a lady that worked at our front desk, and she would always pray with us before the shows. And this was after an 8-hour rehearsal, and I was just like in so much pain. I had 3 torn tendons in my foot after an 8-hour rehearsal going into 3 different shows. We had 3 different showcases that night, and she looked at me and she was like, okay, let's do this. And we got in a circle and they like grabbed my foot and they just started praying. I was surrounded by people, and I got through. I was supposed to have surgery the next week. I got through that dance 3 times. I did 3 different shows as a lead, and then held off on surgery for another 2 years.
Wow.
Like, I thought that was
The power
crazy.
of prayer, bro.
That's crazy.
Like, because I mean, I've been coming to church for years, but I was like, I don't know, like that seems silly. And then like we did it, and then I like didn't have any pain, danced the best show of my life, and then just to walk out of it, I was like, wow.
That's so cool.
And
Seriously,
I always
that's
thought
not
that
a silly
story was just
That's
so silly,
cool.
but I'm like, oh my god, they prayed over my foot. Like, your feet are
Yeah.
important. Your feet are important.
They are.
I am on surgery number 2 now, though, so we need to keep praying.
That's crazy. I have a story. I think it was like 12, and I was in Germany, and I was just with this local church because I was helping translate or whatever. And there was this guy, we were just walking around. They were doing like a skit to have people come and talk about Jesus. But there was this guy who came up, and he was paralyzed, like completely, like could not move. And they started praying over him, and the dude literally like, he was like frozen, and he like started moving and just walked his wheelchair away.
That's
Wow.
insane.
That's like the ones that you always hear about, but you
You're
never get
like,
to see.
Yeah.
And then he just like, there was like a lake, I remember that, and he just ran a lake and jumped in. Started swimming. I'm like, I bet he wanted to do that forever.
Yeah.
I mean,
But it was
could
so
you imagine
weird.
just being paralyzed and then like cannonball?
It was crazy though. It was like firsthand. I was like, what? And I've
That
seen
is
so many
crazy to hear.
things.
Because seriously, that's like one of the ones you always hear other people say, but you never
Yeah.
get to see. So the
Right.
fact you got to see it is so cool, honestly.
And I think like miracles aren't just like medical things. It could
They're
also
not.
be like situations.
Yeah.
Like my whole life is a miracle
Yeah.
in general. So just be able to be here.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
fact
With
that you're
y'all,
here now.
right? Just we'll go into my life story later. But literally,
Like, you have such a crazy
I
She
do.
really does, y'all.
I do.
15 lives.
I do. Like the fact that I'm
She
here.
has lived a life.
Yeah, the fact that I'm here and like the
It
people
really
I'm
is
with.
a testament to God.
It really
At
is.
only 19 years old. Like,
Right.
Truly.
And just like literally the people I'm with. And
Yeah.
just my partner is amazing too. So he
She gonna
miracle.
start crying.
Anyway, but just the whole.
Whatever.
I'm
We
sorry. I'm sorry. But anyway, just
we
the,
get it. You're getting married. It's whatever.
Anyway, but just the whole like miracles also can happen like just there's been a lot of times where I've thought I'm like that car could have wrecked into me like and I suddenly like paid attention because I look at my phone while I'm driving and
Sinner.
Sewer.
arrest me, but like once I like looked up and a car was right there and if I did not look up at that one like absolute second I would have wrecked and I'm a good driver, guys.
I've had one of those same situations. Like literally, I was answering a phone call from my dad, and I like clicked the button, and as soon as I look up, I had to slam on brakes.
Yeah, it's Pastor Ryan's fault.
I know, he about killed me. I had to slam on brakes.
I'm glad y'all's driving stories had good outcomes.
what?
Dog, I totaled my car some dude just pulled out in front of me, and turns out he did not.
He didn't speak any English.
He did not take driver's ed in America.
Oh,
and so
no!
He did not speak any English. He was here on a construction project, and he was not very nice. And
but how old? You were like still a teenager.
18 or 19.
Oh yeah. I just remember it was so funny her telling me the story because she's like.
Dude,
squalling. I
had left church and I called and I was like, oh. Because
she's just standing there with this dude that can't speak English squalling.
He was like trying to scream at me, but it was in Spanish. And I was
so sorry. That must be so scary.
And then he was like, the only thing I got out of it was you fall. I was like, not me fall. I did come out with some cuts and bruises, but I'm still standing.
Speaking of miracles, I have one that we always talk about with my granddad. He was diagnosed with brain cancer, and they told him that whenever he went into surgery, he would come out and he wouldn't be able to sing anymore. Like, the surgery would mess with his brain to where he's not able to, like, get tunes out, basically. So, and he loved to sing. He was, like, just always singing. So he goes into surgery, it goes well, he comes out, and he immediately, whenever he wakes up, is immediately singing. And he was singing so loud that the nurses told him he had to be quiet because, like, he's bothering other people. Like,
that's awesome.
But he kept saying, no, I'm not going to stop because I want to praise Jesus. But honestly, it's one of my favorite stories because he just really did love to sing so much, and it didn't get taken away from him, even though he had cancer, and it's pretty cool.
That is one of my favorite stories. And I think another story, and I don't think they'd mind if we brought it up.
No.
I mean, they talk about it at church all the time. But
yeah, Alex.
Yeah,
he really is a walking miracle.
He is a walking miracle.
Shout out to Alex Toomey.
Alex! We love Alex.
We love him. He just broke his arm. He's in a cast.
Arm he's just had surgery on.
Yeah.
But, I mean, to be born and he wasn't breathing for how many minutes?
I don't remember. It was a long time.
It was like a long time.
Long.
And he just like thrives.
Yeah, they told him he got stuck in the birth canal basically for a long time and didn't get any oxygen to his brain. And whenever they finally got him out, it took them a while to get him breathing again. And they basically told his parents that he would be like a vegetable for the rest of his life. Like they told him he would not be able to do anything. And the dude just broke his arm playing soccer. Like he's good.
He has the whole brain. Let me tell you, got personality, everything. He's not missing out on anything.
He's not.
And he's 14 now.
You're thinking of age, aren't you?
13, 14. I think he'll be 14 in December.
Oh yeah, that sounds right. Anyway, moving on. Another question is, what part of we kind of already talked about this, but what part of the body's design most makes you stand in awe of God?
Bet you can't guess.
The brain.
The brain. Whoa. I am truly fascinated by the brain.
Can we talk about the fact of how crazy the brain is? Because we see and hear and touch, all of that has to be like analyzed and like interpreted by our brain. And the fact that we all see it differently, like we all see the world in like a different, finely edited version. So all of us see the world differently. That is so cool. The fact that our brains can do that. Like, animals do not think that way. They see the world in the same way. They just have animal urges to do just what they feel like they should do.
Survival. It's just survival for them.
It's just survival. Us, we see the world in like different ways. That is so cool to think about.
I think for me, like I think for me the coolest thing, I know it's kind of weird, but it's like moms with like kids, and when they breastfeed and stuff, just the ability for them to produce things that like the nutrients that the baby needs in the moment. Like if the baby's sick, they're gonna like do like antibodies and like all this like magnesium and all this stuff. It is insane how that works.
We can talk about pregnancy on its own.
Right.
Yes.
Is insane.
The fact that it takes from your bones to create life.
It's just crazy. But that's like that whole like mom creating like everything about that is just insane.
Like that is, we could literally.
The female reproductive system is wild.
So complicated. Like,
and it's so like understudied.
It is understudied.
Like the amount of women with PCOS and endometriosis, like it's wild.
Yeah.
Like that it's so intricate.
We definitely take the human body for granted, I would say.
Oh, for sure.
Something as simple as like scraping your knee. Like think about how your body immediately starts to make like platelets and like cover up the clog the
And you
blood,
know what
however you
tells
say it.
your blood to coagulate? Your brain.
Your brain.
Oh,
And
like-
your brain, it sends a signal immediately.
Yep.
And your brain is like, hey, go fix
that
it.
is so crazy that our body can do that. Like
your brain tells
it's
you to
self-healing,
breathe,
y'all.
like-
Y'all's body. Y'all's brain tells y'all to do stuff.
That's
like,
so cool though.
it is so
The
cool.
autonomic nervous system is so
Right.
cool to me.
The fact we can
like I
breathe.
said, does not work. I have to remind myself to breathe. The fact that your body just does stuff,
Yeah.
like your heart just beats. Like who thinks about their heart beating? Where
I just thought about it.
You gotta be like,
I can't do anything about it.
You can't make it.
contract, relax, contract, relax.
Yeah.
Like if you had to think about it, you wouldn't be able to function.
Like, we just have to sit.
No, or we'd evolve to like the best multitaskers ever.
Yeah.
We're
Not
so
me.
off topic.
Okay, back it up. Back to the brain.
Rabbit trails.
I don't know. She was like, we're going to try to keep it to 30 minutes. So like I said before, your brain has billions upon billions, close to 100 billion neurons in your brain that connects to trillions of different synapses that just, like we said, a synapses is a fire and it tells your body what to do.
Yeah.
Like we are all sitting here together right now and we are blinking and breathing and our hearts are beating and our
Blood is pumping.
homeostasis, our blood is pumping, our homeostasis is maintained.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're truly like, it's like a whole electrical grid. But something that fascinates me is the fact that your brain heals and adapts and rewires itself constantly.
Yes, that is so cool.
Like your brain is sitting there just rewiring itself without you even knowing. People who have TBIs, a traumatic brain injury, anything like brain tumors, stroke, TBI, anything, your brain rewires and you'll never be the same. And a lot of people see that as a downside. I, for one, think it's very cool. Like there's so many, or I knew someone who had a TBI. He was in a car accident, and before his accident, he was just like self-reserved.
Yeah.
Like he was even left-handed. And then after his accident, he was right-handed.
Wow.
Like it transformed that much. And he used to like be a certain hand dominant with baseball.
He had to swap.
He swapped. Even though he couldn't play baseball the same, like to me that's just crazy. Like you just grow new connections after trauma and you learn new abilities.
Yeah.
Or you can go to Grey's Anatomy when Amelia Shepherd had a brain tumor and after her surgery she woke up and spoke French.
Yeah.
That happens. That's real.
That is crazy.
What?
That's real.
You've never heard that?
You've probably never watched Grey's Anatomy.
No, I don't even know what that is.
I
live under a rock.
It's okay. It's just it's a doctor's drama. It's like a doctor drama.
Oh, it's so dramatic.
Yeah, I've only gotten to like season 9 and I kind of gave up because it's
Only
very
season
long.
9. That's a lot of
It
seasons.
has like 20 seasons.
Girl,
Oh
there's-
my gosh.
We're on season 25.
It's like Law and Order.
And then all of a sudden, she's speaking French.
But she's understanding people in English and speaking French.
It's
So,
like the brain had stored the
Yeah.
memories
Right,
in the
that's
back
what
of
it
her
was.
mind,
things
and
that
it like
you
just
don't
came
even
That
up.
makes
think
more
about.
sense.
It's like you would wake up and you just don't speak English anymore.
But that's-
because you speak other languages. Though.
Right.
Yeah. But that's like, I mean, if you want to look at it in a sense of not language, like when you were 5, you can remember memories. Like it's just it's so
I mean,
weird.
it all goes back to short-term and long-term memory.
Yeah.
Which is stored in certain parts of your brain. And, you know, if you injure it, I mean, you get amnesia. There's some people who go back and they're stuck. I mean, you kind of touched on it earlier.
Yeah.
Your brain coordinates everything without you thinking of it.
Yeah.
So you interpret light as color.
Yeah.
I look at you and you were wearing a gray sweater. I look at this sign and it's a pink heart without even thinking about it.
Yeah.
Um,
Like even you can look at whenever we read. Like sometimes you're just driving by something and you see something like words and your mind can't help but read it, but you're not even trying to read it. Like that's
Right.
so cool.
Like you can recognize faces.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, people are like, oh, they look so familiar, but I
Yeah.
just don't remember their names.
Like, you can remember the shape of someone's eyes.
Yeah.
And it makes you think of someone else. Like, that's so cool, too. There's
You
just so
remind me
much.
of your mother.
And the fact that we're all so different that we can
Yeah.
recognize each other from that specific thing. Like
Yeah.
everybody's eyes are different. There's like billions of people on the planet and it's all different.
Or like our little experiment in youth the other night where I sat
Our
and you
voices.
sat in a chair facing away from people and everybody said Moses and
We had to figure out
we
who
had to
was
figure out
talking.
who was talking. Like your brain automatically kicks
It's
in
crazy.
like I know them.
It's crazy.
That really is. That's so cool.
Could go round and round in circles
We
about
could.
just how
We have.
yeah.
I think that sums up episode 5.
I think it does, y'all. That was episode 5. We've done so many.
Well, if y'all have any questions or comments, just comment down below.
Yep. We'll get back to you.
Petition to get Kenzie on every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.